And we are live. Hello, people. What's up, Des? Bat?
You're not live. There we are.
Was it not live before? It says I got nobody watching. I see
Yeah,
two.
We're live.
I see
it's
four.
Yep.
So needless to say, the body shop guy's upset. Nothing I can do about it. It wasn't my fault. But I understand his part too. I mean, if it was one bay, it would be one thing. But with it being two bays, gas
That's
tank,
the part.
yeah, you have to push it, you know.
Is
So
this
the
somebody
one
you know or a real body shop?
body shop, yeah. No, I don't
Well,
know.
well, what I was going to say, every time I ever had body work done, like due to an accident, they order all the parts.
Yeah.
They,
Well,
they
this
order
is, I guess it's just maybe I'm getting it at a better deal because I'm getting the parts for one.
Yeah, I
But
got you.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, he is a shop. I know what his name is. I know where he lives, but I don't know him personally. I just see vehicles out there. What's up, Jesse? I see vehicles out there getting, body work or being painted, and they did a truck like mine, same year, but
Yeah,
he converted it from a single rear tire to a dually, and painted this bright cherry red. I said, man, this guy does some nice work. And I saw a candy apple red Corvette. What's up, Keith? A candy apple red Corvette that he did. I was like, I'm gonna check this guy out. I took my Honda up there first. I got a rocker panel rust. What's up, Guggen? On my Honda. It's that brine, that salt brine they put around here that eats vehicles up. And so I went by there. He says, I'll, cut it out, put metal back into it, paint it for you, do all that. He says, $600. I said, really? I'm like, okay, I'm liking this price. I said, well, I got a truck too. What's up, Chris?
Hey, Chris.
What's up, buddy? I got a truck too. I said, I'd like to take my car back home, drive my truck up here, and let you look at it. He looked at it all. He says, I said, because I had already ordered the panels, most of them, because I had planned on doing it myself. If I could find someone to show me how to weld so I wouldn't destroy, the body by overheating it and stuff. And I've never done any MIG welding at all. And so I went up there and I was talking to him about that. He says, yeah. He says, what's up, Jody P? He says, yeah, we can do that. I said, well, I'll help you take the bed of the truck off and do all this and that. And that's as far as we got. Taking that bed of the truck off. Now sitting there waiting for parts.
that ain't a bad price, though.
No, the rocker panel Honda was excellent price.
I called
So-
a machine shop the other day. It's only 2.5-inch diameter stainless steel pipe, 316L stainless, 32 inches long, and I wanted a price on cutting that into 8 pieces. That would give me 8 pieces, 4 inches long. And then while they got it on the lathe, they would cut it on the lathe and bevel it. I want a 37.5-degree bevel on both ends of that 4-inch. And I wanted it just for like welding coupons, just for like video, just to have something
Right.
clean and machine. Because
Right.
a machine can do a way better job than I can do with a grinder, a cut-off wheel, and you know what I'm saying. And I
Right.
didn't figure it cost much. He goes, well, hang on. He's sitting there working the price. He goes, well, I know it's going to be under 500. I said, whoa, what'd you say? He goes, it'll be under 500. I said, 500? How much under 5? I said, never mind. I'm like, never mind. I thought maybe $80. She was, damn, it ain't much to it.
What's up, Sal?
What's up, Sal?
I want to get
Yeah.
my own little mini lathe,
Yeah.
I can do the crap myself.
I did I got a 4-inch piece of pipe. I took my muffler broke right at the back end of it, goes back to the tailpipe. So I went to a place up in Waldorf, Tommy's Automotive, and I got about a 3-foot, 38-inch piece, a 4-inch pipe, and he beveled both ends, which made it that's probably what took the price up. But it was only 52, which I thought was pretty reasonable
Yeah,
for
I
them to put
couldn't believe what it
two bell
said.
hubs on it, so I can slide it onto the pipes.
I had a machinist over there close to where we used to have our sailboat. When we first bought that boat, we put it up on into a boat yard and had they had it up there to where we could do all the work it needed, but it needed a new shaft, and it also needed this brass piece. I got the original back here somewhere. Anyway, he took a piece of brass block and remade me this part that actually goes. What do they call that? I don't forgot. It's been too many years ago. But anyway, that one had cracked and it was leaking. So he built me a new one, built me a new stainless steel shaft, and I want to say he did all that for just a couple of $100. Way
Right.
more involved than just beveling some freaking pipe. I'm like, golly, I need to be a machinist.
No kidding. Oh, it's Sal. Ain't you in California?
Yeah,
All bundled up looking with your
yeah.
beanie on and everything?
I'm freezing.
Is it really? What's the
Are you-
temperature there?
It's a nippy 71 degrees right now. I can't handle this cold. Why? How cold is it over there, guys?
I got 33 right now. I'm sure Jody's even colder than that. But
I think we're in the 50s.
and Steven, he's probably somewhere in the name of somewhere 78, 80s.
Yeah,
Oh,
I would wear my mittens, except it's harder to type.
We are at 63 degrees, so yeah, it's cool.
Yeah. I got the wood stove going.
No, I got the beanie on because my hair is kind of messed up and I can't find my hat.
Okay.
That's why I have my hat on.
It's the closest thing
16.
I could grab.
16 in Iowa.
Hey,
Fish family. I didn't even post it. Someone must have done that for me.
well,
I
it
didn't
was
post it, Fish
yeah.
family. I forgot to do it.
I mean,
Totally
it was
forgot to
you
do it.
who did it.
What's that?
It was this morning when you had the live on, so maybe it caught on or something.
Yeah, I'm not complaining. Chris is 29 in New Hampshire. New Hampshire. New Hampshire.
Southwest Florida.
Yeah, we got Southwest Florida. Nathan, 79. Stephen, come back. He's probably pushing 80s, I'm sure.
We're in the 50s, I think.
She's at
It's raining,
Sarasota,
Mike.
57.
It's been raining for days. It's finally moved out of here. Been cold and wet.
All day.
Yeah,
All right,
it's
Brent, I didn't know that.
59 degrees.
That's not my zip code.
That's fine.
Moose, Des.
Yeah, that doesn't work here, does it? It has to be.
Those two. Feels Garden Picture Des. A little cooler down here. Feels like 8. Maybe, yeah, I think it is like hashtags, and there it is.
It's turning 8 degrees here. It feels like 3.
Got to you got to put your hashtag in there, Bat. 76. So Sal's got Trinidad by 1 degree, isn't it?
No, I think South is 3.
No. I was lying. I was trying to make a joke. It's 55 right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you're a lot cooler.
It still doesn't excuse the beanie, but like I said, messy hair. Can't find my baseball cap.
Well, you're indoors too. It's a dry cold. Yeah, it's pretty cold outside, but it's not hateful.
I was wearing mine last week. It got plumb cold, or one of mine,
Yeah,
that time of the year.
I got an order for, I remember, 8 going out to one of the fish people. Love the winter. I'm not really a hater of winter. I like the seasons. I'm not saying I want a lot of crazy, feet of snow.
Yeah.
Although I could handle it. I've got, the tractor with the blade and another tractor with a loader bucket. So I got it, but I just don't want to be out there with it, moving that much snow.
I like less hot and not cold. So whatever that is.
I like fall of the year and spring when it's still cool. Winter,
Yeah.
I don't. I can deal with winter way better than I can deal with them hot, humid days in July and August. I don't care.
It's harder. At least here in California, I'm sure people that shovel snow every single day in winter would probably disagree with me. But in California, I'd rather it be cold because at least I could throw a blanket on. In the summer, it's just you can't do anything about it. You just sit
Yeah,
indoors with
exactly.
AC.
9
We-
degrees feels like a negative
Dress
13.
for, when I worked, in that shipyard, it was right there on the river, and it'd be cold in the morning. But the thing about it is, you can take all that off. That's layers,
Yeah.
You have your some insulated underwear on, flannel shirts, and then a big heavy Carhartt jacket. But once you get to moving around, you're already shedding that jacket and stuff, Then by the end of the day, you're just down to just your shirt. So that worked out good.
Trade Center, 26 minus 3.
It's 59, Stephen.
Your
What,
Brandon
Fran, is that Fran Chris by any chance?
Yeah, friends Chris. Branton shipped me some Madaka rice fish, and that he was scared. His weather was in single digits, but they got here all perfectly fine. Enjoying them. What's up, Chef?
Talking about Pascagoula, I was just sitting there looking through my feed the other day on YouTube, and I had already watched a couple old videos from Huntington or Ingalls Shipbuilding, and it had one on there. Boy, I don't know where they dug all this information up. They had these old books that was donated to the junior college there in Goshen, and they went talking about the history of that shipyard, stuff I never even knew, even though I retired from there, the original owners and everything, how all that went down. But Ingalls did the very first all welded ship. It was a cargo ship. And then they used to build cruise liners, like luxury cruise liners years ago, which blows my mind because they've been a naval shipyard the entire time I've been alive. But they built the very first ships that were all welded, not riveted together in the U.S., not in the world, but in the U.S. And they kind of pioneered that. That was all new back years ago. Ships were riveted together with these big old heavy rivets, kind of like they built the skyscrapers and stuff in New York. All that was riveted. But I thought that was pretty cool, They
Yeah, that would be cool.
were the front leaders on that.
I like to see them set them rivets like that.
Yeah, they had remember Rosie the Riveter, that picture of her in the bandana? Well, Ingalls, I didn't know this. They had their own mascot. It was called Vera the Welder, and she had a bandana on holding a stick whip. And that was a real woman that went on to win awards all over the country through welding contests and everything, welding competitions. And she was ranked like the most 10th something other, I forget what it was, woman, of that time and everything, as far as her abilities and everything. I'm like, damn.
Right.
A lot of women worked on ships back in World War II because so many men was over there in the war itself,
Yeah. So what is it like?
My mother was a welder during World War II.
Is that right?
Yeah, she sure
Is
was.
that right? No kidding.
Yeah.
So what?
Sounds like a your mama joke,
Your mama,
Your mama's
your
a
mama
welder.
welder. No, she really was. She was a welder. I'm like, that used to blow my mind. I couldn't even imagine my mother as being a welder in a shipyard. It just, she was young, of course, then before she met my dad, but she was part of the war effort, trying to keep these ships being built,
Yeah. Your mama was a welder before you, boy.
Your mama
So
was
what
a
is it? Is it like a cup
your
thing?
daddy's eye.
How's it flattening out that rivet? That's what amazes me. How are they doing that?
Man, I couldn't tell you. I don't know anything about that. Was before my time. I've watched
Yeah.
old videos of it and stuff like that. They would toss some rivets, they catch them and pound them in, or I don't know, man. I know they're
Yeah,
hot.
I'd like to
They're
see
hot when
that.
they go in. I guess they knurl them over somehow.
Yeah, I'd like to see that. That'd be pretty cool.
That camera.
Yeah. They got a bunch of old videos if you go to looking for them on YouTube and all that kind of stuff. Old ancient looking like film recorders, you know, showing
Right.
all
The
that
old,
stuff.
the
Come a
old
long
8 millimeter, Russ.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be hard.
I saw I saw an 8 millimeter camera the other day that could. It still shoots film, but it has a like a little memory card in there, so you could see what you filmed, and at the same time you could go get it developed. It's kind of neat. The thing was like $4,000-5,000 or something, so it's
Dang.
too much money. But it was cool. It was neat.
What are we talking about?
Your
An 8
mama
millimeter,
was
an 8 millimeter, a Super 8
Super 8.
camera.
Okay.
And it had a digital memory card, so you could film with your
really?
film, and then you take out the memory card and see what you recorded,
Oh,
and then
wow.
get the film.
I've
developed.
got it. I bought a Mini 8 reel-to-reel camera machine because I inherited a bunch of Mini 8 videos from my mother's sister and brother-in-law, and them. He used to go to these boat races in Colonial Beach, Virginia, which isn't all that far from me. Big race boat fan.
Yeah.
And he would take all these videos of it, and there's family videos of it, obviously, but I bought a reel-to-reel projector, but I didn't know. I loved to had something to convert that, because you always worry about, you're going to melt the film or something, then it'd be nothing.
There's services that you can actually get film.
Yeah, there is. You can have them converted, stuff like that. But then again, it's back to shipping them off. It's one of.
Yeah, you have to be careful with that stuff because it might not make it back, or get lost in the mail. That's what's kind of cool being in LA, because there's a few of those post houses here still left.
Yeah.
You could always go there and drop it off and
Yeah.
have that done.
I used
But
to have a
I found
Betamax.
a camera.
I had a Betamax camcorder years ago when Beta was had a war with VHS and all that, and I always liked the Beta as far as quality goes and all, even though it didn't have but 5 hours recording time, which I thought was plenty. But VHS had 8 hours. But anyway, I had the camcorder. Man, even back then when I bought that was like $1,200 for that camera. And I had a ton of the little cassettes that would pop in there, and kept them in a bin for years. And I always said I wanted to get them swapped over to DVD or I don't know how you do it now. I guess the SD card or something. Or
Right.
Anyway, I eventually threw all them away. I kind of regret that because, man, I had my boys when they were wearing diapers and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
40 years ago. And
Yeah, I had a camera when I was in my 20s, so all my nieces and nephews were babies, and I had a lot of recording. I think about Echo. Hold on.
Yeah, no.
So so I had a bunch of them. I wish I still had them. I think they just got thrown out, but there was a
yeah, I know mine did. I got tired of taking them. All that, any of those tapes over time, they start breaking down. And I figured they wasn't no good no more. They didn't got so much age on them. But I've seen a few of them places where you can send that stuff off. I'm like, man, I wish I would have hung on to them and got all that digitized,
Yeah.
I even have 8 millimeter reels of like Donald Duck cartoons.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of the old original cartoons that he had for his children, my cousins.
I even had some clips of my first wife catching her in the shower and stuff like that. All that stuff got trashed somewhere down the line.
making your own porn, huh?
Yeah. Except for that one, Russ.
Yeah. No, that was before them days. All this is on beta cassette tapes, man. I wish it
Yeah.
would have been SD cards back then. That'd been easy.
I was like, sometimes I think about that where it's if YouTube was around back then, we would be uploading a bunch of just random stuff like that, and it'd be 30, 40-year-old footage looking back.
Yeah.
Yep.
It would be neat to see.
Oh, it's pretty wild, man, to see. Yeah.
On my original YouTube account, I have a lot of videos I uploaded of the kids. So I have a lot of it still there.
It's all right.
It's all set to private, so nobody can see it.
Yeah, I could have done that if I'd ever had all that digitized. I could have uploaded YouTube just on a private channel, just another way of saving it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's what I do with photos on Facebook. I upload and have uploaded a lot of photos over the years, mainly just as another safe. I say safe; it's only as safe as Facebook is, but where you can access it as long as they're there anyway.
I had to finally. Microsoft kept bugging me to leave Windows 10, but we're not going to support it anymore. Got to go to 11. So I took both laptops. I went up to 11, and they took the merchandise. I have no more embroidery files. All my embroidery files are gone. I have no idea where they went.
You don't have a backup?
You should have saved them off your computer.
Well, those are the ones. I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. The ones I didn't already have backed up are all gone. Now I can still go back to the digitizer. He keeps a file where I can get it, download and back again from him. But I couldn't believe that. So apparently, now everything that was a picture and a cook on this laptop, which is this laptop's dedicated to it, I can now watch it or review them on the shipping an embroidery laptop. So it traded its information, but got rid of all the embroidery stuff from the embroidery laptop.
Yeah.
Videos when your kids were in the diapers. Videotape in our diapers. Yeah.
I know when I got this computer. Well, when I got my big computer. When I ordered it from Apple, and I paid for Final Cut Pro when I ordered it. But when I got this MacBook right here that I'm on right now, all I had to do was go to Apple, and I did not have to repurchase Final Cut Pro. It just let me download it to this one. I guess once you buy it, you bought it.
Yeah.
Same thing with the apps on your phone. If you ever get like another phone or a tablet, whatever, it'll transfer over.
Yeah.
Here's my my whole spiel about losing backups, Lance. You should always make sure that your important stuff is in two different places, because you can't trust your laptop because that thing could crash. You can't trust your drive because those die. So make sure that your important stuff is at least in two different places. You could upload some of it. You could have some on a drive.
Yeah.
Just in case something happens, there's always that extra copy that you have.
Just got lazy. I did them back in, I think this thing, I've got 3 external drives now from the cabinet. It was dated August the 25th. It was when I did the last one. So anything that was on there after, what's up, Skipper? Anything that was after August is what was gone.
Yeah.
So, and that's about, I don't know, some of them are got, like the guy Brant Lightcap, he's got 2 digitizings in there. Skippers, I had to go get Skippers in there again tonight. So it just, it's not a lot of them, but it's enough to when you go in there and look at it, there's probably at least 15 of them in there. And now they're all gone, but like I said, I can go back to get Skippers, retrieve it. I went back to the guy in Britain and I downloaded it again. The only thing I can figure, because it's cloud that did it. So I had them on the laptop thing listed as pictures because they weren't videos. So I had them in there as pictures as a file. And I guess the cloud went in there and said, well, these are old. They're taking up space. Got to go.
Mhm.
I don't know, because I got an email when I started digging around. I got an email saying something about 1,326 pictures. What's up, June? Are going to be permanently deleted unless you do something within the next 30 days.
Are you paying for that?
$1 something a month, yeah.
As long as you're paying for that storage, they shouldn't delete crap.
That's what it says. Fish,
Dang.
hey, Mel.
That's the purpose of having like a cloud to where that is another backup, you know?
Yeah.
It says, this is from the cloud. Files are permanently removed from your OneDrive recycle bin 30 days after they were deleted.
Oh yeah, your recycling bin. That makes sense because when you
Oh,
delete
recycling bin.
yeah,
Okay,
when you
yeah.
delete something, it's not really deleted from your computer. It goes into the recycling bin. But after a certain amount of days, it'll just auto delete from there.
Right. Well,
Right.
who put it in there?
So your
You
files are
would
right
have,
there. You can
Undelete them.
delete them from
yeah,
there.
Yeah.
move back to original place. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
You
guess
would
they
have had
saw
some
them
in
as
there.
I guess they just saw them. No, I've had stuff. I've had pictures of like my daughter's wedding that
Yeah.
was gone. All of a sudden, it was gone. And then
Huh.
that's when I started backing up everything.
Mhm.
And then I had got hacked, and then I really started backing up everything because I thought I lost everything in my YouTube laptop. What's
Yeah.
up, Christine? But that was stuff that I didn't put it over there in the recycle bin. It says because you said something about um, dead or not dead, um, old videos or old pictures that are just taking up space. Is
Mhm.
what it said.
Yeah, they're my videos. Leave them alone.
Well, that's
Yeah.
what I said about the wedding stuff. It was
You
my
might
daughter,
want to go
my
into
youngest
your
daughter's wedding.
you might want to go into your settings on whatever cloud you're talking about and make sure you don't have them to automatically
Yeah.
go in over there over time. I have
Yeah.
on my text messages, you know how people send memes and all this stuff. Well,
Right.
I
Mhm.
belong to one between me, Greg Mervich, Justin Baby Back Maniac, Jeff Rice, and then Mike Nagley. Us five, you know, are pretty active on there and sending pictures and funnies and all this stuff. Well, I got to look on my phone one day, and man, it was eating up all kind of space, gigs. I'm like, holy crap! So
Yeah.
I went to deleting all this stuff. And then later they told me, or Jeff called me. He said, you can go in there and have that dump itself after 30 days. So that's what I
Yeah.
did. Now I don't worry about it. It can pile up and it'll automatically get trashed out
Yeah.
after 30 days. You
Yeah.
know?
I had that issue. Russ, it's funny you mentioned that because my wife keeps everything, and she recently got a new phone. So when she restored the iCloud, it was downloading text messages from like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And it took like more than a day for it to download every single thing she had saved. And I said, no, you turn this off. Like after a year, I don't care about text messages after a year. You know,
Not me either. Yeah.
it's mostly, just garbage.
Right.
The important text that I want to keep, I'll save, but anything,
Sure.
just a normal conversation, I don't need to go back to that ever,
Yeah.
you know.
I'll show you how ignorant I am about computer stuff. So about a month ago, maybe a little bit longer, I kept getting these warnings from Comcast about me being almost to my, was it 8, where they give me 10 gigabytes of storage. And they kept saying, "What's up, Stephen P?" And they kept giving me these things. Um, I got to the point where I was almost overloaded, and they stopped sending emails, and I stopped receiving some emails. And I went through and I just started deleting stuff, making room, just started deleting stuff because I'm not getting some important emails coming in. So I started deleting, and they're still, I'm still up there. I'm like, so I called up Comcast. I got someone on the phone. I told them, I said, I don't know what else I can do. I said, I deleted the old because the website I had for the embroidery, I closed all that down. I said, all my folders, everything. I said, I've deleted the stuff that I can't get rid of except for like pictures that I keep for insurance reasons. So he said, well, so we started going through everything, and I didn't realize that you had to purge your sent folders, your sent emails. I figured I sent the emails; they're no longer in my laptop. And no, it don't work that way. I had
Yeah,
like
now
10
each box,
years.
each box is its own box. You got your inbox, you got your junk folder, you got trash, and then you got sent, and you got to purge all them out. I'll do that every now and then, but what's good when I do it, I use the phone because it'll say it has a button that says select all.
Right,
It'll highlight everything. You just hit go, and you're
right,
done. It might take 10 minutes to purge everything because I'll get
right,
thousands of emails before I do that. But before I do it, I make sure that I'm not currently working with a company or I need to save certain emails, you
right.
know. And then if I haven't worked with nobody in
Yeah.
a while, I get rid of all of them, you know.
Yeah, I do that too. I get a little fancy too. I get with the because you have to filter. You could set your filter so anything over 3 years or something, it'll just filter that out, and then you can
Right.
just delete. So
I do it about once a year. I'll
I'm
go in
trying.
there.
I'm trying my best not to pay Google any money for my Gmail, so I'm like constantly in there deleting because
Yeah.
I'm at like 89% right now full on my Gmail account.
I was
Not going paperless, June.
3 weeks without deleting an email, and I got to like 500 emails that unread. But most of it was Black Friday crap.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the worst. Yeah, I wrote a funny comment where I said every company that you ever bought anything from will, and Black Friday they'll just email you about a sale, and it's crazy how every company does that now.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
They're trying to get you money. It's like, I'm not interested in this.
I'm constantly unsubscribing to companies that you might order something from a company for the first time, and after that, you more or less open the door for them to start emailing you, and I'll go in there and unsubscribe unless I want their emails. But most of the time, I don't.
Yeah.
Just trying to keep down the clutter. Because when I open my email, I'll see red dots beside all these emails, and most of them I can read just the first few sentences to know if I want to open it up and read it. And most of them I don't. I just scroll through till I see something I need to read.
And
so most of mine go unread.
Yeah, and I have a conspiracy theory too, because I got in the habit of anytime I purchase something, how they give you the option, would you like to, receive promotions and all that? They always ask for your permission, and you could always uncheck it, say no, don't, after this purchase, do not
Right.
do not contact me. I always do that, but somehow they think of like, oh, if it goes for so long, they'll forget that they asked not to be contacted, and then they do it anyways. Because once they have their email, who's to say that they delete it? It gets stored somewhere.
Oh yeah.
But that's my conspiracy, is it doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I felt a little stupid. Well, I sent them. Why would they still have records here? They're gone. No, Mr. Buell, it don't work that way.
I was getting pissed off because what's that GoFundMe kept sending me emails about helping this person and this person.
Oh yeah, I get those too. Yeah.
I hit the unsubscribe button and it just brought me to their website, and they finally got it fixed. And the last time I went in there, it said, I'll do unsubscribe or do your preferences here. I'm like, oh, there it is, right there. Unsubscribe, damn it! Quit trying to get in my pocket,
Yeah.
Random people, I don't have a clue who they are,
Yeah.
Hear music or TV, something.
It's probably mine. Let me mute it.
Damn.
Oh, a deep fried, Christine. Yeah, that's how them deep fries turn out.
Did
How
it
does
go
it
away?
taste? Yeah.
This is still showing arriving today. I don't believe that. It's too late. It is Christmas, so these postal people might work 8 o'clock. I don't know.
Yeah, I wish some panels would come. That just upsets me. I wish they almost let me go to PA and pick them up. I'd have them here before Tuesday. I still hear it.
Hold on.
Yeah, PayPal keeps up with every transaction you ever made. You go in there and look at your history.
Just found out PayPal keeps track of your donations, and it's not just PayPal. I think, if I remember correctly, Cash App is a sister company to PayPal.
No. Well, are they?
I think it's Cash App.
PayPal,
And,
PayPal and Venmo are the same company. Cash App and are another one. I can't remember.
Yeah, that's what I had heard, but I don't know that for a fact. Zelle is the only one that's separate. But so they're all sort of kind of in cahoots, I guess. But it looked like it was teaching. I don't think it looked that bad, Christine. Deep fried turkeys, they usually do that.
All right, I just looked it up, Lance. No, PayPal does not own Cash App. Cash App is owned by Block Incorporated, formerly Square, while PayPal owns its competitor Venmo.
Venmo, okay. So we don't do Venmo.
I don't do either one. I used to have Cash App, but I heard too many horror stories about them just taking your money or disappearing. I'm like, screw that.
No, I have Venmo, PayPal, and
I've been helping no prior to
the Zelle doesn't work on my bank anymore, so I don't use that anymore.
Can you beat my super chat? Thank you, Simon. Fish Family Link thanks you too. I think that Fish Family Link, I think that thing's so cool.
Yeah, it's just like an iPod.
Yeah, it used to tell jokes and everything. I think they've sort of kind of changed things around a little bit. Overtly.
Would have been helpful to know you prior to doing
Overtly.
Yeah. Well, that's like, what was I going to say? You're supposed to, if you're making money off any of that stuff, you're supposed to claim that. Yes, I can. Oh, I kick out of that one. Thanks. Thank you, Sal. I like that.
I'm also scared. If you're expecting me to do it, you're dead wrong.
Come on, Russ, throw that Social
$3.99.
Security check on there as a donation.
$3.99.
Same way, Russ.
You don't need money for December, Russ.
I never worried about nickels and dimes, but I do now. I watch everything. Watch it go right out the window.
Behind. June, thank you, June. She jumped right over top of all y'all.
Yeah.
Damn.
Showed us.
Russ, this is where you put that Social Security check in there.
Well, they won't be here till tomorrow.
Oh.
It actually showed up on my bank deal Friday. I said it'll be deposited at midnight tonight. Matter of fact.
Yeah, get my third one 19th of this month.
The last couple of deposits.
Yep, there it is.
Have been like 2 days earlier for me.
Pending.
There's no tax on tips. Aren't super chats. Oh, yeah, that's a good point. spending mine now. That's a good point, Christine. I don't know.
You can't pay from StreamYard no way, can you? You gotta go into YouTube.
No, you have to go through YouTube.
Yeah.
That's why I
The
did
Moose
it
is
on
the Big Ten.
There you go.
Thank you, to Moose.
Hey, Musi, are you still at the cabin or are you back home?
I think he went back home. That was last Sunday. I think I asked that question.
To make this real fun, Simon started it. He's got to match whatever the highest one is.
At the end of the at the end of the night.
There's
you got
Clint Nelson
Simon
when you
has
need him.
Hey, listening.
$500. Woo!
Hey, listening.
The first time I sent to my son, I prepared my bank. I should have been moved. I don't use them except for someone who wants to pay me. Yeah, that's why we did the Zelle thing. It's sort of like protected.
Yeah.
Way I understand, my wife does all, but way I understand it, it's sort of like protected by your bank.
Yeah, it goes straight from
Yeah.
your bank to the person. It doesn't go through website.
Now my wife uses Chime too. She has Cash App and Chime. I know she's probably got all of them. I don't know. I don't have any of them. I used to have Cash App. Like I said, I got kind of I don't know, uneasy about it, so I just removed it altogether.
Yeah, I've never heard of Chime.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
with
a
all
good
these damn security, people are constantly stealing accounts, and passwords and stuff. It worries you because if you have anything tied to your checking account, that's why I think the whole, the direct deposit thing is foolish, because we're trusting this payroll company for our bank information.
They've been hacked before.
Yeah, they get hacked and that's it. They have direct access to your checking account.
Well, my Social Security is direct deposit, and I did that for just convenience purposes. But I know what you're saying. I don't like
and Social Security got hacked. What was it, like 2 years ago? They got hacked. All of our Social Security numbers are out there right now.
They could probably be hacked easier than most people. Being the government, you know how they go.
Yeah.
But
the money's gone. That's absolutely right, June. As soon as you push that button, it comes out of your account, or vice versa.
Yeah.
Well, this is so's mine.
I think all of them's got to be here before long. I think Trump just passed a thing to where there will be no more actual checks, to where everything's going to direct deposit because it's going to save the government X amount of dollars, by doing it. Makes sense.
Most of it's already that way now. So
yeah, I think that's something they just changed a couple of months ago.
Not sure.
So I'm sorry, Russ. Go ahead. I thought you were done.
No, that's fine. Go ahead. I don't even know what I was going to say.
I'm asking June here. So someone mistakenly sent you $500? Then you got an email right after that asking for it back?
That's definitely a scam.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, I would check my bank account.
Do not do that. That's a straight scam when anybody does that.
Okay. So once you send it back, they have your information or something?
No, once you send it back, I don't know what they do to revert that money, where now you're out, not the money that you sent, but then you don't have those 500 or whatever money they're claiming that's in your account. You don't have either of that. They just have your money.
Out there.
Yeah.
You try to make it convenient to make transactions.
Yeah. If you ever send anybody money by mistake, don't contact the person. You contact your bank. Say, hey, I sent this money by mistake, and they'll correct it.
Right. Exactly.
That's what they should do too. If they send you any money by mistake, they shouldn't be reaching out to you. They should reach out to their bank. There
used to be a scam probably 10, 12 years ago, and these people would actually send you a real check, like you deposit. And I never did understand.
We delivered them. I delivered them with UPS. They came in next day air.
Yeah, but I never did understand the scam part of that. Derek got one time, and I forget what you had to do or whatever, but they send you this money up front. I said, that is a scam. I said,
Mhm.
don't deposit that into your bank account. So I'm telling you, that is a scam. I can't remember now how it worked, but it was a
Yeah.
known scam at that time.
Yeah,
But
I remember delivering those. They were all next day envelopes that
yeah,
we were delivering people,
I
and they
still
would
don't
open
remember.
up and think they had won that money, and if they deposited or something like that in the
Mhm.
account, for it, it's been like you said. I don't know if it's been quite 20 years, 15 years ago, but
Mhm.
maybe
How
it
about
has.
15?
Yeah, maybe it has. But if you deposit the money or something, it let them knew or they knew what your account was or something like that.
I don't know. I never fully understood the
Something like
scam, but
that.
I know it was a scam, and you didn't want nothing to do with it. you know.
Yeah, your payment eventually bounces when you
Yeah.
send it right back. It comes from your account, so it goes through. I was when I was
Yeah, that
doing,
makes sense.
I got one of those checks before. It was a lottery scam. They went
Yeah.
on to cash it and
Yeah. That's
send
a
them the
very
tax money. Yeah,
that's a very common scam. Is
I had
they'll pay for use for something, and then I sent you $1,000 extra. Can I get that back?
Yeah.
And
yeah.
then all of a sudden you're sending $1,000, and then you're out $1,000.
So in my box truck, when I was doing a whole lot more remodeling and stuff, I couldn't stand to have a wallet in my pocket, and I would always take my wallet out and throw it in the console. Well, I guess to make a long story short, there's a guy that would go through. He would dress up. He'd have like an ID badge hanging from his neck, and he would go into the passenger compartments of obvious construction trucks because it's like a habit, for them to lighten their pockets up and throw it into the console. Well, he went in there and did that to me. Left money, took money. Left credit cards, took credit cards. So once I realized, that it had happened, I called the police barracks, and they started going around to different places, and I guess they asked for like video surveillance of the person that was using my card at the register number 5, whatever it was. But they said that this guy, they've been tracking this guy, and this guy would go and buy like a gift card for Circuit City, Best Buy, same difference.
Hmm.
Would go buy a gift card for it, and he would sell it on Craigslist for, let's say, if it's a $500 gift card, he would sell it for $400 on Craigslist. So you would meet him in front of Circuit City. He says, "Look, man, we can go in here and check this card right now to see, if it still has a balance on it." And they look at it and see that it had a $500 balance on it. They go back out in the parking lot. The guy would get his $400. Meanwhile, what it didn't show is the scam guy had $500 worth of electronics already placed in a shopping cart waiting. So as
Hmm.
soon as he got the $400 from the buyer, he pushed complete sale, and it
Hmm.
wiped out that gift card for $500 and stuff he had in his
Yeah.
shopping cart. And he drives off with not only the merchandise, but $400 more back on that card, or got for that card, and the
Yeah.
$500 electronics.
Yep.
That
Yep.
reminds me of a joke a buddy of mine used to tell about this guy that did a raffle on an old mule. He had this old mule. He put this raffle out for I don't know. Let's just say $100, and everybody's buying these tickets trying to win that old mule. Well, the old mule died before the drawing, and his buddy said, "Man, that mule died. You still gonna do that raffle?" He goes, "Yeah, I'm gonna do that raffle." He said, "Well, he's dead." He said, "Whoever wins it, I'll give his money back." So he's still ends up with all of his money except for this one guy dollar raffle or whatever.
I am too, June. I am very
Get his money
gullible.
back.
I get that from my mom. My mom. There's sometimes I just sit there and shake my head. I can't believe you're doing this, mom. Yada
Hmm.
yada yada. Just believe everybody, and that's how I am. I was raised by her, but I'm the same way. I'm very gullible. I believe everybody. I trust everybody, and That's what gets me in trouble.
You can't today's world, man. Used to be you could. Not no
I
more.
remember, and for the scammers hearing that, Lance's email is lancebuell at Comcast. There's your easy target there, guys.
This is true. What's up, Tom? I try to be more aware, but I don't click on anything anymore if I don't know what it is. I don't, or who the email is from or anything. I just don't. Well, Russ showed me something as an email. If you take your cursor and you push it over top of, like, who's sending you the email, if it doesn't correspond with the name of the or the company that's coming from, then don't open it. So that's what I do. I don't open them anymore.
I've had a few people sending me offers for products for YouTube videos.
Yeah.
And they normally come up in my spam folder. And the first thing I do is scan over that, and it's a Gmail account a lot of times, or some other account I've never heard of. And I emailed this one back. It was for a scan tool for my new channel. And I said, why are you emailing from a Gmail account instead of a corporate email? I said, that instantly tells me this isn't legit, like that. And she was Chinese. You could tell, oh, I understand. I'm sorry. No, I work from home, blah, 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 which is probably legit, but I just said, I'm not interested, I'd rather take a real corporate email and then I know what I got,
Yeah. I just saw two people on YouTube got hacked by that. They were people claiming that they were from such and such company. I think one of them was they gave them an app to verify their I forget what they were trying to verify. Like they were trying to sign some paperwork or something. And as soon as they clicked that, they stole all their cookies from their browser. So right away they had their Gmail information, YouTube information. It all happened in a matter of seconds where they
ever.
Yeah. And then the other one was again, it was, I think they claimed they were from Canon or something. They wanted to work a sponsorship deal, and it was the same situation. If once they just think, oh my god, crap, Canon wants to work with me. You start getting it's like, heck yeah, let's do this. And that's when they eventually realized that the email, like Russ said, wasn't coming from Canon. It was like a random email address.
Well, I just got something the other day from YouTube. It was like basically having not a sponsor, but I can't remember. It was someone from YouTube where they would walk you through. What's up, Tammy? Where they would help you grow your channel and do things that you're not supposed to be doing, and yada yada yada. Yeah. Russ, I think you said something. You had something like that years ago. Like someone was assigned to your account or something like that.
I had a YouTube manager way back when my channel did well. And,
that's what this sort of kind of sounded like.
Yeah. It was a YouTube manager, and she worked with me a couple of months, just giving me things YouTube's changed 180 degrees since some days anyway, I don't even know if they still do that, but I know a few people that had managers, should go in there and look at your channel and make suggestions more than anything on things you could do to maybe improve here and there, whatever. It didn't amount to much of nothing really.
Well, I'm hoping after this conversation we're having, I'm hoping I didn't get scammed the other day.
Well, Marie is going to be very, very pissed off or very happy to get rid of you.
Those scammers are getting smarter too. Some of that stuff looks legit, I get them through text messages a lot. I got one the other day. No, I didn't. That one was legit. I thought it was a scam, but it was legit to find out. But at any rate,
I get those. I get toll charges on through text. Like you forgot to pay your toll the last time you crossed the Bay Bridge. Please send us payment.
Right.
And then people are like, why?
I've gotten them, and we don't even have any tolls around here. There's nothing tolled around here. Now, when my son was up in Philadelphia, he got them mailed to this address. This is the address he listed when he was up there, and we would actually get them in the mail. And sure enough, that was real. You know, he'd have to pay all that. He eventually got this electronic device that you dump money in, and every time you roll through the toll, it clicks away at your balance. You know.
Yeah, that's what I got. What's up, Beto?
They don't do that down here. Our taxes, I reckon, pay for all the bridges and everything else. And
Everything changed in the pandemic. No one wanted to touch the money anymore.
yeah,
What's up, George?
we did have a toll bridge when I was growing up. It crossed the Pascagoula River, going like you go into the west bank of the shipyard, and that was a bridge that the center of it would let up to let boats pass through, then it would let down, and they eventually tore that down. They got a high rise, and they have probably since my boys were teenagers, because both of them worked on that. Both of them hired on actually helping to build that bridge way back then.
All right, that'd be cool. Yeah. Governor Larry Hogan did away with our tolls, and that they also put a new bridge in where there it wasn't a lift gate or anything, but but you had to car. It was took you over to Virginia. I can be in Virginia 20 minutes. So it was the bridge that took you from Maryland to Virginia.
Now in Pascagoula, they got a seawall. The water comes right up to concrete right there on Beach Boulevard. There is no sand or anything right there. They got some on one end and some on the other, but the rest of it's concrete. And the way they paid for that was they added so many pennies to a gallon of gas anywhere in the city of Pascagoula. And that's how they
are we still taking a drink every time you say Pascagoula?
That's why I keep laughing.
We're about to get toasted right now.
Chris gets an itch every time he hears that word.
In fact, let me jump up here.
Yeah, that's why I kept smiling every time I saw that. And then the Aquatic News Network came in there. Howdy Earthlings. I got a kick out of that one too. But
yeah,
George making this regular here. This is what, 2 weeks in a row, twice in a week, 2 weeks, something like that.
I tell you what, though, that seawall has saved that whole beachfront over the years. I think that was built, golly, way before I was born. I don't even know. My private single.
Rear end.
Oh, jeez.
So
Did it make you purr like a cat there, Chris? Started here at penny gallon.
805, what's up? Are we going to be partying for New Year's on this year? I would imagine, huh?
Yeah, I would imagine this would be what, third year or fourth year or something like
I
that.
was going to ask you because I thought about it earlier and completely just forgot about it though right now.
Yeah, I mean George really sort of kind of was the big promoter of all that. He did the DJ stuff, but it's don't make it weird. Don't you ain't fooling nobody. I guarantee you, they're still probably making the noise.
How many years has it been? 3 or 4? I know of 3 for sure.
3 for sure.
Yeah, I'd say 3 for sure.
Coming up.
Because I was DJ last year.
Huh?
I was DJ this past year. I
don't remember.
And then
first year, I don't remember. I don't remember the first year, and I've been trying to take care of myself since then. I've embarrassed myself the first year.
I know Randy and them's done the fireworks for at least the last couple.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep. So we'll see. We'll have to get that together. I mean, be honest with you, I didn't even really think about it.
Yeah, it's coming fast, man. It's gonna be here in what, 3 weeks?
Yeah.
Ali.
I think the hard part is getting through all of them, right? Like being here for all of them.
Tell all
Yeah.
the stories.
Well, you started
Because
early.
what you're here till California, so at least until 3 in the morning, right? For people on the East
Yeah.
Coast.
Because we started early. We started like at 6 my time.
Oh
You
yeah,
can't
it's always
just end
early
it.
and it runs real late.
Yeah. And you
So
can't
that was-
just end it when it's midnight here in California. You have to keep going for another hour.
I'll
Looking
tell
for your
you,
wife, Tom, or are you serious?
that was some of the funnest lives that I remember. Them real long ones, and everybody got totally wasted. It's like they were funny.
But some of the
I
fun ones,
haven't-
the private ones, you know.
I think I touched Di Serrano one sip since then. I haven't touched.
Yeah, Lance was crying on one of them one time. I remember that. I don't remember about what, but he was crying.
Don't remember any New Year's. Well, you haven't seen any bars.
Prayer and agony on me.
Deep dark depression, excessive misery.
I just remember logging in on one of those, and Lance just had like I don't know if it was the first one. He just had a blank stare. He wasn't talking at all. He was just not
That
saying
was
anything.
probably the Di Serrano. My brother-in-law told me about Di Serrano, and I never, I guess, abused it like that.
Amaretto.
Yeah, but that night I did, and I really don't remember any New Year's. That night I really got hurt. I was actually told to go to bed. I remember that. And I
Yeah.
said, okay. So I went
Okay.
off the live, and then I bumped in to the same person who was telling me to leave and close the live, and it was Quint. Then I went on to another live, and Quint was there.
Yeah, it was because of Randy. That's right.
Oh, it was, of course, Randy. What was that about, though?
Because he was leaving
He
YouTube.
was. Yeah, it was about him not being on YouTube or something, and you're like, man, we're gonna miss you. It's like I don't
He's
remember what all, but
I love you, man. Don't do that, man. I love you.
we love you, man.
I love you too, man. Alcohol's great, isn't it?
That's what I say. It makes you stupid.
I remember that one night. I remember that one night. I remember that one night Sal jumped on. He was doing a brisket that you remember that? You was already 3 sheets in the wind. Boy, you was all grins
I
that
was
night. That was
out of
funny.
it. I was really out of it. It's been a while, huh? It's been a while since
Hi, Rick.
on here.
Yeah, been a couple of years ago, I know.
Yeah, I
At least
remember that
twice.
one.
I know I did it once on Simon's Live when it was.
Yeah, that's 2 years ago at the rodeo.
Yeah, I did that once there, and then I did it on that brisket cook on my. Yeah.
Yeah, you was a happy camper that night.
Yes, you was. Yes, we had a little sample. Simon and I think it was. We had a little sample. It was either you or I or George and I, 805 and I, where we had a little sample of Sal getting happy and talkative when he had a few drinks. And then, boom, next thing you know.
Full on slosh Sal.
What's up, Ken?
We like Sal.
Hey, Rick, I have another that didn't sell. If you want it, it's here.
What's that?
Oh, right here. He
Oh,
picked up a dozen of some of my tamales on yesterday. He
oh,
came by.
good. Oh, that's right. He did say something Tuesday. Since somebody coming over Friday.
Yeah, so
I
I have
do
another
remember.
brisket.
June, thanks for stopping by.
I remember when Tom was playing the drums. There was another year that Anthony was playing the drums, or he was banging the drums. I remember that.
Is that when? Is he Tom talking about when he played on a New Year's Eve party one time?
Yeah, I remember that.
I remember him playing drums.
He was pretty good too.
Yeah, I remember him playing drums. Yeah, it was good. I'd say the first one, they were all great, but the first one is probably the one where most of the ass was being shown.
Randy showed his butt.
Yeah,
Hey, Angie,
Hi, Angie.
caught
Randy's
one,
offshore, huh?
caught one to lock him up that night.
Oh, Las Vegas police, no joke.
Yeah,
Might be his wife.
I remember him playing drums that night.
So, but yeah, if we want to do something, let's plan it now because I might be at my sister's. I don't know if I'll be here.
Yeah, I'd like to do something. I mean, we've no sense of breaking traditions here. 3 years into it.
That's right. Yeah, that's some of the funnest memories, man.
Yeah.
Enjoy them while you're here.
A lot
There
of
was
them lives back when y'all used to have multiple people pop up on the panel and stuff like that. That was a lot of fun.
hey, dude, out. Take tips. What was Tom? Tom, are you going to the Philippines, or are you just being silly about Marie? I was going to share a thing on Facebook the other day. It was almost what we're talking about now, similar to it's like, enjoy the time you have here. This is you're supposed to. You're supposed to enjoy the time because this is your one time. Just kidding, okay? And you don't know when that time ends. And it was so true. But when I read that thing, it was a young girl too who posted it. She was like, she just realized that she forgot that she was supposed to enjoy some of this time that while she was here, and remind everybody to do the same.
Absolutely. Enjoy your money you make too. I mean, I believe in putting back for hard times, but don't save all of it. Enjoy life. I remember Ken down there at the shop years ago. I used to do the EC work down there at his shop, and he was a firm believer in that. He goes, "When I die, I don't want to leave my kids nothing. They can work for it just like I did." He said, "I'm gonna enjoy every dime I've ever earned." Like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, I like the way you think. Both my boys doing good. They don't need me. I ain't got no money to leave them no way. But if I did, my dad didn't leave me nothing. You know what I'm saying? Not much. Not enough to talk about. But you go out there and get it yourself.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it'd be nice to be able to have them, put a little something in a savings account for them or something. So
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, but what I'm gonna leave my kids is tools and things like that. Physical things.
I sure hope my children like fish tanks.
You want this? Nah, you can have it.
Yeah.
What else you got?
He got all these fish. What are you gonna do with them? I don't know.
I felt bad when my dad was in the hospital. He was getting ready to pass, and he had this little poodle that he's had for years. And my brothers and sisters, I walked in there and said, "Do you want Dad's dog like that?" I'm like, "No," and all of them didn't want it. And they had the dog put to sleep, actually the day before he passed away. Then I felt bad. I'm like, well, dang, I didn't know y'all were going to kill it. I would probably took it.
Somebody keep the dog. Poor dog.
I mean, I got a heart when it comes to animals anyway, but yeah.
I would have taken that dog. That's sad.
I figured my sisters would have, or that one sister, but no. It's like, good gracious. Kill the poor dog. He didn't do nothing.
I see.
Yeah. There was we had a neighbor who really loved this stuff. He had all kinds of like collectibles and stuff like that. He would constantly have garage sales trying to get rid of some of the things, but there was his good stuff he didn't want to get rid of. And then he learned that he passed away, and the family members just went in the house. They emptied it all. A lot of that stuff that he did not want to get rid of, they just tossed it in a trash bin.
Yeah.
It was just like, that's sad, like here he is, keeping all of these things, and then kids just go in there and just toss everything away, because they don't know what to do with it. They don't know what has value, they don't want to take the time to, sell it or give it away. They just throw everything away.
Right.
That's what goes on around here. I got one quick question I got to ask Ryan. Did you not fall backwards on your birthday? I know you were doing really well. I'm curious what you ended up doing on your birthday. What's up, Rack? But that's like around here, Sal. There's a lot of people, a lot of big farms in this area. It was, a whole lot larger. There was a number of huge farms. And when the parents kick off and they left it to their children had no interest in it, They wanted to sell it off. They see dollar signs, and I'm like,
yeah.
God, it is so terrible. I mean, so it's like, your grandparents worked it, maybe even your great-grandparents, I don't know, but your grandparents worked it, your parents worked it, and now all you're interested in is just making a dollar off of it, not just, obviously it's their choice, but it's just, it's a shame,
It sounds like the parents should have brought them up around it and worked it with them to where they had more appreciation for it, or something.
Or they should have sold it off and enjoy all that money,
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I don't blame them on that.
Had that conversation with your children. What do you plan on doing with this property when I leave? Oh, we're gonna sell it, Dad. I don't want none of this shit. All I need here. Let the father sell it. Let them, mom and dad go cruising a little bit. Stayed sober for my birthday. 2 weeks sober today. I was tempted to take a day off, but probably for the best.
Yeah.
Oh, I wasted so much money on drinking and having good times way back. Derek used to run this karaoke show, and I bought all the karaoke equipment. Man, I would spend Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights in that place supporting him. You know what I'm saying? But just being wasted, man. I buying people drinks left and right, and I look back. I said, man, if I'd have hung on all that money, good Lord, But I don't care. I got good memories from it.
Yeah.
I've naturally slowed down drinking just the older I get. I'm drinking beer right now, and I hardly ever drink beer anymore. Y'all know me. I've been drinking beer for the longest time. I don't know. I drink water more than I do anything now. I'm not trying to. I don't know. I'm losing my taste for it the older I get.
Yeah.
You do feel a little bit better, probably too, right, Russ?
I mean,
I do. Yeah.
I got 3 tonight so far, so.
I stopped drinking for a good month, and then I had a couple beers last night, and man, I got buzzed quick. I was like, man, I'm a cheap drunk now again.
Yeah, don't take much.
I've been making tamales this whole week.
Yeah.
And at the end of the night, before I go to bed, I opened up a beer I had in the refrigerator, and I had one, and I was already feeling it.
Yeah.
Beer is the longest.
It's a good problem to have. It's cheap.
It shows that's still out for delivery. I don't believe that. That's going to end up on another truck tomorrow. I already know what's going on.
That's what mine said too, Russ. And all of a sudden I got an email saying it was postponed by 3 days. I was like, God.
Yeah. Well, this is in my city. This is out for delivery in my town, but I don't think it's going to make it.
They kept telling me it's delivered, but it never left Allentown, PA. I'm like, so maybe they just maybe it didn't get scanned somewhere, because I retired from UPS, so it was very common not to scan a package. And if you didn't scan a package between A and C, and B was skipped, they had no idea where it was until C scanned it.
Yeah. See, at 7:32 a.m., packages out for delivery, Biloxi, Mississippi.
Yeah.
Then I got another package supposed to be here tomorrow too. This is just little crap that I've ordered for shop garage things I'm doing, and maybe some videos. Just
Chris, you don't really drink crazy like that anyhow. But Ryan, man, keep pushing, dude. I remember hearing you've actually shared in a chat the amount of stuff that you were drinking. And I tell you what, man, if you cut it off cold turkey like that, you're doing a hell of a good job. Keep it up, Ryan.
Ask the crap dealer at MGM.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that'll do it.
That's a crap.
I tell you what, when those casinos first came to Biloxi and Gulfport and the whole Gulf Coast down through here, it was all new to us. The year was like 1990 or 91, and they used to have to build the casinos on the water. They were like river boats and stuff like that. Now they got big, huge buildings up on the land, but that was prior to Katrina. And it took me one time going there and losing my entire paycheck to say, screw that. The only time I go back to a casino is if I'm going to eat a buffet or something. I don't even look at those slot machines or any of that stuff.
I got a question for Ryan. Ryan, so, I believe original, well, I'm talking about a bumper on my truck. Anything automotive, that's 20 some years old, it's better, heavier than anything you're going to buy today as a replacement, in my opinion. True or not, I don't know 100%, but I've got a front bumper on an old GM, and I've been watching videos, and it has two rust holes in the blade where the, I guess I'm thinking it was a chemical reaction between one type of metal and another type of metal. So I've got these two areas that were just rotted out on the bumper. And I thought about reaching back there, putting a patch on there and filling it in, sanding it all nice and smooth, and then putting a chrome back on there. Well, the biggest problem with that is chrome. No chrome paint really looks like chrome. Well, I watched this one last night where it was actually a chrome fingernail polish that took that resin that you use and you used the UV light to set it up, and that created like a glossy background and black. And then you came with this chrome fingernail powders, and you would wipe over top of it, and the resin, the UV resin, would actually level everything where everything was nice and smooth. And I'm telling you, you could see yourself in this example that the guy used. She is just as thick, using as thick as OEM. All right, maybe I won't do it, but I was just trying to save money, cheap, patch it. How many years I got left? But if I can make it look good, that's what I was wanting to do. But this fingernail polish stuff, powder, it looks so good. And this guy he restores cars, and he made a gel mold of a hood emblem, and he made like 12 of them, and he tried like different types of chrome products throughout it, and they used this UV light activated glue and a powder on there, and tell you, it looks so good, so bright and shiny, you can see yourself in it. Where all the paint that was called chrome and all that was only but so good and not really that good.
Yeah, I've seen some of that chrome spray paint. That actually is pretty darn shiny.
There's a few different ones that look just like chrome, but you gotta get the right black underneath it. You can
Right.
get the right look for chrome.
Let's take some of his nail polish back. Yeah. But it really surprised me to see that. And they were saying that a lot of the tips were as to one guy, actually I was in a chat, he said that said that there was no truth behind a glossy black base. That he actually used like a pink base or something like that. So, but gloss apparently is what they all agreed with, but the color of the base is what they didn't agree with. Hey, he's going into his bedroom.
Going into his vault. Oh, got a whole box.
Yeah.
Got an ammo can.
That's 410s.
That's for the judge.
Yep.
You can't
Dang it.
turn your camera off.
You know what? I am fresh out of 357. You know why? I don't own a 357, but I do own a 45 Colt.
And the judge, is the judge at 410?
It's 410 and a 45 Colt.
45.
And I
okay.
also have a 12 gauge over here. I got some of those. What's the one with all the shrapnel in it? Now, I bought these. These are just. This is just 9 pellets, double aught shot, 2 3/4. It's just crap to have around. It don't cost a whole lot in case you run out of other shells.
Yeah,
Monarch.
I got some 44 mags.
And I got some more shells in here. I've got all kind of ammo. I need to get some more.
I'm getting a 40 caliber in January.
Is that all right?
I used to own a Ruger 40 cal. I should have never got rid of that gun. That was it was a semi-automatic, but it never once ever jammed on me, man. I should have hung on to that gun. I bought it new.
I got a 40 cal Beretta.
These I am, but there's only half a dozen high quality.
Doesn't actually chrome refurbished.
One day I'm gonna have exactly what Chris is looking for.
Well, you've done it before.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was actually another shop that was really close. It was out of the UK. The guy basically called it like a Mercury, like a mirror paint, or a Mercury paint rather, that they would put on mirrors or something. But U.S. Border Patrol used Beretta 92, and Smith was, I've got one. I've got a nickel, as a matter of fact.
That was another gun I wish I never sold. I had a Ruger stainless steel 357 Magnum years ago. I bought brand new. And I don't know why, but some guy at work was like, man, you want to sell that? And I'm like, yeah, I guess I'll sell it to you. And I should have just said, heck no. I'd still have that gun. But when you're younger, you're more out to sell stuff. I won't sell stuff now. I've had my son, Chad, like, you want to sell that 45 Colt? What's it called? Y'all just said it.
Judge.
The judge. I ain't gonna sell it. Go buy you one.
Yeah.
They're not that expensive, actually. They're pretty good price. Pretty well priced for what it is.
Yeah, I was gonna like load up with 3 410s and then 3 of the regular bullets, but I've watched some videos. And man, them 410s are just so inaccurate. I'm like, screw that. I just keep them in case, but I keep it loaded with regular rounds.
I keep that for like close quarters.
Yeah, like right
Hey,
there.
Ryan. Thanks for hopping in, Ryan. Tell Cheryl we said hello.
Who's playing tonight?
Texans and whoever's gonna beat them.
Texans. Oh, that's going to be a interesting game. The Chiefs and the Texans, because both they need to beat the Texans in order to be in the playoffs. Otherwise, it's going to be no Chiefs in the playoffs, and who knows how long.
Actually, I take that back. Go Texans.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be
I always wanted a 44 Magnum. I don't know why they're so powerful. You can't really control it, but I always wanted one.
Yeah. I fired a 40 and a 45. Both are pretty comfortable in my hand.
Yeah.
I saw there was a guy, a big guy. It was a Remington 500
Ouch.
pistol. That thing was like, why in the hell would you want anything other than bragging rights? I mean, it was just, it hurt your wrist.
When you want something
Yeah.
that's really
It
dead.
hurt like hell.
I think I like that 45 long Colt because it's what cowboys used to use back in the day.
Yeah.
That's pretty powerful round, though. You don't want to get hit with it. That's for dang sure.
Man, I want to get hit by a 22 either. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to own a 40 Glock, and I fired both the 45 and the 40, and I just was more accurate with the 40 because of the kickback. Like I
Right.
could fire off multiple shots and stay on target. But 45
Right.
was a little bit too much.
Yeah, 40. That's what I like about that Ruger. Pow, 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 pow. You
Yeah.
hold that finger just right. It was almost like a full auto. Every time it
Yeah.
recoiled, you was still firing. Just from the recoil. If you hold that trigger just right. Pow, pow.
I had a leather holster restored by the Mennonite.
Hmm.
I'd have a revolver on each hip.
Like
I need a picture
we're in the wild, wild west there, Lance.
you wearing
And I don't even know why I did it, to be honest with you. I don't compete, and you're not allowed to draw from the range.
You used to go to school with Wyatt Earp or something, Lance?
Yeah, peace with them.
What's that sound? Sorry to hear
You said you go to school with Wyatt Earp.
that.
I've got a leg holster for that one I got, and I think it's in here.
Russ, bet you ain't got a leg holster in your room.
Somewhere in here, I do. Oh, here it is. Yeah, here it is. If the shit ever hit the fan, there it is, right there.
Oh yeah, okay.
Wraps around your leg. Well, your upper leg, I guess.
Yeah.
It fits that gun perfectly.
I haven't done anything with guns in so long.
I wonder if Taco can wear that. Put it around Taco.
Or it's around
Is
Around
that
the belly.
artist?
That's not a leg holster, Chris is saying.
Well, whatever it is, it hangs down lower than your hip.
Thigh holster. I don't know.
It's thigh. It's more around your thigh.
It's still
I
your
like
leg.
it because I have another holster made out of leather, and it goes to your belt. And that thing, especially if you got a belly, it's like, so screw that. I'm gonna get a leg holster, or
Yeah.
thigh holster, whatever. What's the name of it then, Chris? I don't know the proper name.
Learn me.
Yeah, educate me, man. Oh, pardon me.
Well, I haven't reloaded. I haven't done anything. Matter of fact, I'm even thinking about taking the 3 stations I have down there and putting fish tanks over there now. Is what my latest thought was. But
Yeah, I haven't. I bought them guns a couple years ago. You remember when I bought them?
yeah,
But that's all I got. I got that. The old lady's got a 308, and I got this 12 gauge shotgun. The way I look at it, if I run out of bullets and I'm in that kind of war in my own house, then hey, I probably ain't gonna win no way.
I think the shotgun is the best home defense weapon that you could have. It's a shotgun because it's probably be close range.
That's the reason I bought it. Let me see. I keep it in here. I got this laser dialed in on it.
As long as you get the
I got this
Like
laser
lasers.
dialed in for like
the warning shot loaded up, to scare them off in the second shot.
yeah.
if I'm standing in the hallway, I got that zeroed in to like my back wall. So if anybody's standing in my way, all I gotta do is put that dot on them.
But they say that, yeah, you got it
It's a
all.
cheap gun. What is this? Etro, but it works good. I've shot it a few times.
They say that having a laser is like one of the worst things you can do almost because you give in the dark, you're giving an intruder a target to shoot at now.
I'm gonna scare the shit out of him before I pull that trigger when he sees that green dot coming at him.
A lot more until release. So you're letting your videos go to 100 before you release a new one, Rack? You do is that what you do all the time? Because I'm sitting here thinking, I remember you saying that video that of me doing a bonsai had hit 100 views, and next thing I know, I did see a video, the 15-second bonsai. So maybe you are waiting till your previous video hits 100 before you release a new one. But I got an update. My sad little bonsai is
Hey, it's Buddy.
Hey, it's Brody.
it's making a comeback.
Yeah, it sure is.
Oh.
I tell you what, man, I got some. I think I might already tell you this, but I got a bay laurel tree and an Italian bay leaf right here on my sidewalk, or adjacent to the sidewalk when you walk out the front. And that snow we had killed all that down to nothing. Then it started coming back. Oh crap! Look at this. Started getting some life back on both of them. And then Tarina went out there with some of them Job sticks and put around them. And that bay laurel, that joker is like 4.5 foot now. Like, holy crap! You need to do that again.
Yeah, but every 6 months though.
Yeah, give it some food. And
Truth
I
time.
hope it bushes out though and gets really big. That's what I'd love to see.
And what is it, Russ?
A bay laurel tree, like bay leaves that you buy in the store.
Okay.
Yeah, fresh.
Yeah.
Coming right out of the ground.
Yeah.
CB on tonight?
Yeah, at 8 or 9 your time.
Well, guys, I gotta take off. I gotta see about
Right,
dinner.
Sal.
And
I appreciate you hopping in here, Sal.
I appreciate you bringing me on. And
Yep, no, I appreciate it. I always like company.
yeah,
Demuth says no. Tim says yes.
Yeah, I believe same.
have a good night, everybody. Bye,
All right,
chat.
Sal. Thanks again.
This little butthead doesn't want to eat his food. He's a little skinny right now.
What about his food?
He doesn't want to eat his kibble.
Oh, is that right? Well, you said you wouldn't touch Thanksgiving leftovers too, didn't you? Tried them and then he wouldn't touch them again.
No, because he didn't have any because it was at my sister, so he didn't have any Thanksgiving stuff. But he'll go eat when he's hungry.
I remember that. Randy was ragging me one day because I made some hot dog chili on a video, and I said, add 1 bay leaf. And he's like, 1 bay leaf? What good is 1 bay leaf do?
Yeah.
It takes 1 bay leaf. It adds a little something to it.
Yeah, I remember you saying, "Well, just make yourself a tea out of bay leaves, and you'll find out what it tastes like. You make a tea out of it,
Yeah.
They can be strong, but there was something. Was it you just said the other night that I get the story right. A dried bay leaf is actually stronger than a fresh bay leaf.
That's any dried herb. You have to use less than you do the fresh, like oregano or anything. Dried is more potent because it is dry.
Right.
In other words,
There's more of it.
if you had a tablespoon of fresh herbs that dried, if you had a tablespoon, that's going to be way overkill because it's so concentrated now that it's
Right.
dried.
Right.
You wouldn't use near as much of it.
Yeah, that sort of surprised me too. I figured that once it was dried, it loses some of its potency.
No, well, it will eventually. If you get it, I'm talking about something that ain't been sitting in your cabinet for 10 years. You don't want to use that,
Right.
It's something relatively new, yeah, it'd be potent for a while.
So
But kind of herb or season, even chili powder, all that kind of goes bad after a time, you know.
You know that Fiesta seasoning that you got from Al? That
Yeah.
what's it called? Uncle Chris.
Yeah.
They sell spices and herbs and stuff like that. So they sell Bailey in a little packet. They're more fresher than like if you get them like dry,
Right.
but they're more flavorful that way. So I keep those in the refrigerator in the little packet.
Yeah.
I like a bay leaf. My wife uses bay leaf a lot.
I use
Yeah,
them
I
in
put in quite a bit of stuff. Depends on what I'm making. Gumbo, it definitely gets it. Red
Can't
beans
be
and
a
rice,
very good dish.
that sort of stuff. Any Cajun dish, really.
What's up, Eddie? Eddie and I had a conversation after last Tuesday's live. I said, man, what happened? Let's talk about it like men.
Who did?
Eddie and I asked him what I did to piss him off. He said, what did I do to piss you off? I said, we agreed there must have been a total misunderstanding. I thought I walked over him last Tuesday or something.
Yeah,
Time to say something.
Oh, I'll be right back. I've got to go to
The
the.
doctor said he will eat when he's hungry and charge $30 for an office visit.
Yeah.
I saw my name. I must have glanced over this one. Red Tom's powerful dish. Well, she just explained the cupboard.
Night, Tom.
Is he saying night?
Hey, Eddie. Yep.
Eddie, I don't see. Oh, I'm still way down here.
Yeah, you gotta catch up.
I got a ways to go. Oorah, 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 oorah. All right, Tom. We'll see you later. Thanks for copping in, Tom. Oh, he had a review too, or interview. I didn't even watch that.
Who?
That's the skillet guy I told you about. Did you ever subscribe to him?
Who?
Black skillet guy or something like that. Tom, don't go nowhere.
Oh, cast iron guy.
Cast iron guy. Yeah.
No, I did not. I've seen some of his videos, but in fact, that's where I saw that interview. Part of that interview, Tom was on there.
Yeah. Well, I was telling you about how Patty was on there. He was being interviewed. Well, Tom was being interviewed by the same guy like the next day.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, I was sick this time last week, man. I've done had the stomach virus twice within a month, and we went to my youngest son's house for Thanksgiving, and I was around people, and I didn't think about it, but one of them had been sick, and oh God, I shot a video, my last video on that Skill Savvy, and I actually did that the day I started feeling bad. And I had to wait 3 days before I even felt like editing that video. But you talk about your guts hurting. I've never had my guts have pain. I was getting scared. I thought it might have been something other than a virus. Trina's like, if you're like this tomorrow, we're taking you to the hospital, you know, and it started easing off. Terrible.
Yeah, I woke up in the middle of the night or this morning with a sore throat. I got up and gargled. And I've been took olive leaf twice today because I'm like scratchy throat, little sniffles. But usually olive leaf will do good for your immune system. But
yeah, I told my son, I said, I ain't going back. I ain't going nowhere else. I said, you know, I occasionally get sick because Tarina's around people every day where she works. Kinda. She's in the back cooking. She's not really in front of people at the cash register like she used to be or anything. And I said, but if I get sick, it's something she drug in the door, you know. But I sure flat caught it over there. Ugh. Y'all just count me out next year. Screw all that. It ain't worth it.
Yeah. I had some bad pizza last night, man. That went through me like crazy. Quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to be careful now, man. prior to that stomach virus, I mean, I don't really like discussing this on live, but I experienced the worst constipation I ever had in my life. I was plugged up. I was getting worried, man. 2 days, and I ended up getting some milk of magnesia that I had never in my life used
Enema?
no, I was getting ready to do the enema suppository.
Oh,
Suppository. I did the milk of magnesia this second day, and then that was taking forever. So I crammed one of these up my butt, and I kept having this urge, and and it's like nothing would happen. I was plugged, man. I'm like, holy crap!
you know what?
Finally, later that night, it just like, you
know
I'm
what?
like, oh, thank God, man. I was
Flushes me out is carrots, baby carrots. If I load up on baby carrots, that'll flush me out.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm like, holy crap. But I know what it was, man. I'd eaten this half a block of pepper jack cheese and tortilla chips.
Well,
and
I
it
would do it. I
popped
mean, God,
me up. I mean, it plugged me up.
Yeah, you would have lost your
man. I'm like,
you would have lost your money, Chris.
ah.
That reminds me of a
I
joke.
never bought the enema. I remember my mama had a bag hanging in the bathroom, and I always wondered what the heck it was for. I'd love to have had one that week, though. Oh man, that was terrible. But then I turned right around and got this stomach virus right behind it within days. I'm like, good God, what else?
Yeah.
But
I remember
anyway,
this joke about these two brothers that owned a farm, and they were losing everything, and they wanted to try and figure out how they could earn some money. They had a pig left on their farm. And the one
Yeah.
brother was reading through the newspaper, says that the fair, there's a fattest pig contest at the fair. So the two brothers said, we got a pig. We're just going to we'll enter our pig in there. Well, of course, they kept feeding everything they had, and the pig would just take a shit and lose everything. So they got the idea of taking a cork and running up this pig's butt. They kept feeding it. Pig got fatter and fatter and fatter and fatter. So sure enough, they took it to the fair. Somehow or another, judges didn't see it, and they won the biggest pig contest. They took the money and they won the earnings and everything, and they come back home and they says, well, who's going to pull that cork? I ain't pulling that cork out. So they found this thing, this cork puller. Stupid joke, like you're going to find a cork puller. They said, pull this cork out, and boom! Two brothers woke up and said, man, he said, do you remember anything? He says, man, all I remember is that poor son of a bitch trying to get that cork put back in. It was good back then.
Did we lose that, Russ?
It was great, Lance. I don't know.
We lost Russ.
Oh, the bonsai.
Hold on.
Let it cook a bit. I don't see. Is one of them moving?
There you go.
Yep, that one's moving.
I guess I just got knocked offline or something.
Hello.
I missed the punchline. Who pulled the cork?
They hired a guy to pull the cork, and it had this big explosion. And two brothers woke up. Says, "Man, do you remember?" He said, "No, I don't remember anything." He says, "What do you remember?" He says, "Oh, I remember that son of a bitch trying to put that cork back in."
Yeah. Oh goodness.
I guess Rack's talking about the jade plant.
Yeah, I just went offline. That happens every now and then on here for some reason. I got a good internet connection. I don't know what the deal is.
But the man is a little behind.
Yeah, later, Sal. Yes, he is.
Mine's lagging behind.
No, Rack.
Oh, okay.
He's just saying goodbye to Sam right now.
Yeah, he's 5 minutes behind.
Yeah, but it was kind of funny because I had a notification I was getting this shipment in through UPS a couple days ago, and it was coming from some creamery, you know. And I asked Tarina if she ordered anything. She goes, no. And so anyway, it came in yesterday. No, day before yesterday. It was in a big can, about this big around, about 2 inches thick, and it was pepper jack cheese, or hot pepper cheese, it called it. And I took the lid off last night, and I thought it was maybe a cheese spread, but no, it was pepper jack cheese on it. Oh no. Here we go again, because I love pepper jack cheese. And I got it out of this container, and I cut it in 4 wedges, and I vacuum sealed every one of them. But I ate a little bit of it last night. You know, I'm like, here goes nothing. But I just got to be careful. I got to limit it. You know, that you've always heard cheese can stop you up, but they ain't lying. It's never happened to me before, and I love cheese, you know. But niggas with tortillas, whew.
You need to start buying some Ex-Lax for that stuff.
Yeah. But yeah, I got a bottle of Phillips now just in case. But good Lord. But I said I'm gonna go ahead and vacuum seal this. This way it'll last months instead of weeks before it gets any kind of mildew or mildew on it. You know, mold.
Yeah.
And I said you can cook with this or whatever. I said I need to lay off this stuff. It's good though. Some company he ordered it from, but it was from Baby Back Maniac. He sent all of us guys in that text circle a different flavor or whatever. Last year he sent us these Dave's cookies, I think.
Yeah.
Wedding cookie type things. Really good.
Man, I wish he did his live stream like regularly. Like,
oh, I do too. You know, him and Jeff were talking about doing that Dumb and Dumber thing or whatever it was, and I wish they would, man. It'd be a hit, you know.
Yeah, but he was talking about doing like a podcast, like doing a live but a podcast style.
Yeah.
But that was that one. That's probably a month, maybe 2 ago. I haven't.
Yeah.
He hasn't done anything.
They just haven't dedicated themselves to really doing it yet, but I wish they would.
Because he's really funny and he's very entertaining when he's talking, you know.
Yeah, he's naturally really good like that.
Yeah,
I enjoy watching his videos.
They did some barbecue review in Austin.
Yeah, I've seen that. The crawl.
The crawl from last week, I think it was.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah,
he don't do videos that often, but when he does, they're usually really worth watching. You know.
I haven't seen that one. I saw one that they did last year when we went through Texas. He was doing all those barbecue joints. Last year before?
He did this one. What, last week? You said
last week in Austin.
So, yeah, I didn't see that one.
Oh. Yeah, they had quite a spread there. I'm like, man, all I could think of was like, I hope they're not leaving all that food on the table because they still had a whole bunch of food left over.
That first stop, man, they had a bunch of food.
Yeah, a big old burger. I forget what they called that thing, but
him and one of his buddies. It was one of his buddies.
He was with his son.
This week, last week was,
okay. Yeah, no, I didn't see that one. The one I think it was last year. It was him and one of his buddies that went there to Texas.
Yeah, his son's gotten older. He's almost like an adult now. So
yeah, he's 15, 16, 17 maybe.
Yeah, something like that.
Look at this.
I met all of them. They come by the house here one day. They were on their way to Florida on vacation. He calls me out of the middle of nowhere, and I just happened to be in the backyard at that time shooting a video. And I said, "Yeah, come on by." So he's actually in that video for just a few minutes. They didn't stay long, but I got to meet his wife and his son. His son was just a little boy then. That's a big old dude, man. I mean, compared to me, if I stand beside him, he's way taller and just broader, everything about him. I was like, wow.
Is that right?
Yeah.
It'd be neat to see him or I should do something, but.
Well, watch that. This is a really good video. He went to Iola this past summer, just like I've been a couple of times. And Justin did a video on that whole trip. Mike Knack is up there. And this is the one year I kind of wish I would have been able to go, But at any rate, that's a really good video. That's worth watching. All his videos are actually, but
Yeah, no, he puts out good videos.
yeah, really good. Puts a
That
lot
one
of
he did with the John F. Kennedy thing, that blew me away. I mean, that
yeah,
was
yeah.
man. You
Yeah,
know what? So many gaps in that story.
yep,
From I mean, he was just reciting, you know, what was documented from the shootings.
right.
And it was like, man, there's so many gaps in this.
Yeah, that's the reason he did that video. He's always been interested in that whole subject because he lives in Dallas, first off,
Yeah,
But he did another video a couple of years ago where he was up in the Ozarks or somewhere with all his buddies that he grew up with, and that was like a TV production. He did such a good job with that. I'm like, dang, man. It was a long video too. I know it was over 30 minutes, but it just kept you intrigued to the whole thing. Or it did me anyway.
no, it definitely kept me intrigued in it. Is
If
that
you
that
ever
stuff
have
that
issues
gave
not
you
being able to go use magnesium citrate, that's what they give you before you're gonna have like
colonoscopy?
colonoscopy done. That would definitely clean you out.
9 minutes before CB.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kent, that was not a very fun trip. I did a video on that whole thing where I got hung up in Atlanta for 14 hours. God, that was a miserable night. But I eventually got there the next day. I documented that whole trip, not because I knew the video wouldn't do good, because I mean, who could care about my trip to Iola? But I said I'll be able to look back on it and Rice and different ones years from now and remember all that.
Yeah. Dutch, what if you could put even to make sure you get a little bacon? You got chocolate chip, maybe even add a little bit of like a bacon bit into it, some bacon crumbled up. Make sure you get that flavor of bacon in there. Oh, I like the idea though.
We took a special trip here the other day to go. I think I told you about it, but we had to go to Rouse's, and we don't have a Rouse's like right down the road. You have to go a little ways. But Conecuh, you might have seen me use Conecuh sausage in videos for years, but they got a Conecuh bacon out. Man, you talk about good. It's $12 for 1 pound, but boy, it's worth the trip. I ain't lying. That's some of the best bacon I've ever eaten. Really
Yeah,
good.
I cooked up. I won, so I went to with my brother-in-law and my sister-in-law. And purposely went back to Cinnamahoney Sportsman's Club in PA because they had a meat raffle.
Yeah.
And I went there, and actually, my brother-in-law and I both won 10-pound boxes of bacon apiece. And
10
broke it
pounds?
up 10 pounds apiece.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot of bacon.
Broke it up into gallon Ziploc bags because it was already frozen. And when we got back to the house, we broke it up into gallon bags and kept it in the freezer and brought it home. It was snowing that day. It was cold as shit. So I had set it out in the back of the truck in a cooler. It was still frozen when I got home. But when I got home, 2 days later, I took it out of Ziploc bags and actually vacuum sealed it. Well, last weekend, I opened up one of the bags and I was going to cook some bacon to eat. And I started cooking it. And when I opened it up, it didn't really have much pink to it. It just was sort of like a beigey, like a yellowish brown.
Huh.
Whatever, So I cooked up that whole bag. It was probably 2 pounds, 3 pounds. And I'm telling you, you couldn't eat it. You could not eat it. I saved it all. Wheels is loving the treats. But my wife, told my wife, I said, "What's the taste is? What do you think's wrong with it?" Man, she knew that it was no good because I was already complaining about it. She took a bite and she chewed it up a little and spit it right in the trash can. I have no idea what's wrong with it. No idea. But I called my brother-in-law, and he said that he went over his son's house and they cooked some of it up, and it was no problem. I'm telling you, it was the foulest tasting stuff. I
That's
have no
wild.
idea what's wrong with it. No
Was
idea.
was it
So was it
cured bacon?
Yeah, it was Kunstler's.
Huh.
It was Kunstler's. So I don't know what's wrong. I'm hoping it was just that one bag that I got. It's just, it was a bad bag. I hope not. 10 pound it is all, trash. Wheels will love it.
Man, I
No,
tried the other bag.
Yeah, yeah,
no, that just stay pink regardless if you freeze it or not.
yeah. So I don't know what it is, but that was a bummer.
Huh.
That was actually the bacon I put on I broke out the bacon to put on the top of that turkey for Thanksgiving Day. That's what it was. It was really thin. I guess because it was cooked that way, it had, wasn't nasty tasting. But when it was fried, it was just like on the flat top, it was like, man, this is some raunchy shit.
I don't know, man. It must have been bad when you got it. If it was frozen and stayed frozen the whole time.
Yeah, no, because I was actually concerned that me stuffing it in that cooler, leaving the cooler open, that it was going to stay frozen. But it was in the 20s when we left
Yeah.
the mountain, when we left out of the mountains of PA that day, and it was snowing. So this got no problem at all with this. And when
No,
I
it
got
wasn't.
home, it was still frozen. It was still frozen when I got home. It
Yeah,
wasn't as frozen, but it was still frozen.
that wouldn't have hurt nothing though. If you went from that and vacuum sealed it and the freezer, it shouldn't have done that.
Yeah,
Unless it was already contaminated with something. Maybe when you
yeah
cut it.
I'm hoping that I'll open up another bag and it'll be all right. If not, the dog save money on dog treats.
Huh? That's wild. But yeah, I was one. I actually seen that bacon on A Bomb 79. He's got a outdoors channel, and he was doing some cooking, and he showed that Kaneka bacon. Like, huh? So he said, "Boy, this best bacon there is like that." And so I told her about it. She goes, "Let's go see if we can find it." And she already looked on her app. She goes, "They got it." And so we rode over there and got some, and made a believer out of her. We're out now. She'll have to go back and get some more if she wants that bacon.
The other thing I noticed is that it was supposed to be thick slice. And I even told my nephew, because my nephew, I'll show you, he did one. This is the ones that we used to buy. And he had bought one, and I showed him a picture of the one that I made. But these are the ones you can buy here from a farm. And I'm going to tell you, man, those things are just out of this world.
Yeah.
Wow, that looks good.
They're out of this world, but they're so expensive.
I imagine. Yeah, I don't plan on flying no more either, Chris. There's nowhere I need to go that bad anymore. I done been up to Iola twice. I doubt I'll ever make another trip up there. But well, I'm not going to get into that. Never mind.
But can we
Have to
talk
watch
about
what I say online sometime.
we're starting to lose them here close to 9 o'clock.
Yeah, almost 8 here. Within 2
People are
minutes.
thinning out to get their beverages before their next live. I don't think Jeff goes live tonight. His dad started posting videos. His dad restores cars, and he puts. Matter of fact, I just saw him before this one started. He's made his own powder bake oven and a powder coat, I guess it's like an exhaust system, and then a cabinet. But then he made his own, like a 4 foot by 4 foot by 3 foot, I think he said it was, oven that he built. He's got a big old thermostat on it or a temperature gauge, whatever you want. Then you open up a door and it's like 2 big old oven elements, one on each side of it. and you put stuff in there. But
I was
was
going to get into that. Matter of fact, you know that little small smoking tech smoker I got that I did the fish on?
yeah,
I can still smoke on it because I've never done anything else with it. But I changed the thermostat on that. That would go up to 450 degrees to where I could use it for like little small parts, powder coating. But I got a compressor, but I don't own a powder coating gun or any of that. But I thought about getting into it at one time and I just kind of lost sight of it. But I still got that little oven. And if I ever did do some small part, I could just pop them in that oven to set and cure that powder coat. I was
Har-
just kind of wanting to experiment with it.
Harbor Freight had a little kit for powder coating.
Sean Smith.
Had the whole thing.
Oh, you talking about T. Roy's brother? He might have. I know he did. He used to do a lot with the sausage, and I used to laugh in a way. I wasn't laughing at him, but I was kind of laughing because at first he didn't know to call it Kaneka. He called it Conaque. He did that for long as I wanted to tell him, dude, it ain't Conaque, it's Kaneka, you know, and it's made in Conecuh County, Alabama. But anyway, I know he's used their sausage a lot. That's some of the best smoked pork sausage I've ever had. Still to this day, my dad loved that stuff. I'm talking about 1970s. I don't know when they started selling sausage. But they've been around. Matter of fact, I was looking through Facebook the other day, and they got a Christmas sausage available right now.
all right. Wow.
Yeah, we might see if we can find that. I don't know what.
Yeah.
I know they got a hot variety, but that would be.
So it's not like summer sausage, like for
No, this is pork smoked sausage. That's all they make, you know. But we add that stuff to red beans and rice. I mean, we'll just straight up cook links for breakfast. I even put it in my gumbos and stuff. You know, it's just the best to me. Yep, Sean
Russ, I
Smith.
think we're go ahead and close this one up.
All right, man.
I appreciate you again coming up here, Russ, and enjoy our conversations. We have a good time.
Oh
Good
yeah,
laugh.
absolutely.
Simon, thank you too. Thank you, buddy, for even reminding me. I was so absorbed trying to track packages down, trying to figure out what was going on with the digitizing stuff. All right, Eddie, trying to get something embroidered, but it's just a bad day. But anyway,
All right.
tomorrow's just around the corner. Chat, thank you for being around. Eddie, Des, Chris, whoever's left. Thank y'all. Bat, I see Bat now, but thank y'all. We'll see you Tuesday with Simon going live.
Yep.
And of course, we got Des and Eddie Friday and Saturday night. So then we'll see you next Sunday.
All right.
Later. Everybody have
See
a
y'all
good
later. Thanks again. It's all, folks.
Oh, I got my reactions off.
What's that?
No, my reactions are off.
Uh,
There we go. I can do that. Anyway,
man, we'll see you later.
bye. Oh, you got to end the stream.